Hello folks, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Breathfire 2 at Cell 58, and in the last episode, Ray gave the renew spell to whoever we wanted to give it to, and we picked Nina. And now you talk to Nico, and he will allow you to pick your party members, and Rand is now able to join your party once again. Do recommend putting him in there and bringing Stern. And I say give Cat a break. You're not going to be doing many battles for what we need to do, so I do recommend carrying Rand around because he is at a low level. You want to get him current, and you will need Stern to get past the ledges, so I definitely recommend those two. Alright, let's do some rolling. Oh. Alright, let's try that again. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ah. Alright, so, yeah. Just another random battle, nothing big here. Easy fights. Like I said, I do recommend grinding, getting Rand up to 10, learn Thunder. Or, you know, he'll eventually, like, pick up the levels, but whatever. Let's see if we can do that again. Alright. Go, Speed Racer. Oh. Woo! Alright, so here's where we need Stern. Oh, Lord. I'm getting sick of these random battles. Come on, come on. Alright. No need to hunt, but it was in my way, so there we go. That's all we needed him for. Don't you love it? I know you do. Alright. So, I did stop at Windia in between videos and picked up new equipment for Rand, but we'll be getting new equipment later, so it's not a big deal. And I've been skipping that house for a while, just because we haven't really needed to go there yet. We need to go later in the game, but figure we'll get to that when we get to that. So when we get into town, we see this girl here. Switch to Ryu and talk to her. Please, I'll be in trouble if I don't take someone. Excuse me, everyone. I'll have to borrow him for a bit. Interesting. Alright, so this is where the game really starts to pick up. What? Why are you so nervous about? Do you know why you're here? No idea. Did you explain everything to the boy? Well, I couldn't. Do you think anyone would come with me if I told them we need a guinea pig? What the hell? Well, it's okay. A guinea pig for what? What could they need me for? Just relax, it's okay. It doesn't hurt at all. We're experimenting with uniting. You and I become one, and you know the rest. Whoa. Right, why so nervous? Now listen, uniting means we combine the various powers that we shamans have with another person's powers. It's not something anyone can do. In order to join, you also need some powers. So, in other words, in order to explain this is, throughout the game we're going to meet different shamans. This is the fire shaman, and what's going to happen is you're going to be able to mix one or two shamans with a character to get different results. Now the results could be simple as just a certain stat gain, or the character might even change appearance, and if so, might change special abilities. I'll go more into detail with that when we meet more shamans, but since we just have one right now, and but that's the gist of what's happening. And so we tried the uniting, and this dragon popped out. The power's too strong. Oh. Uh-oh. Spaghetti-o. The roof is on fire. Okay. Welcome to 92, right? And so Looks like Ryu just turned into a fire dragon and burned down the entire forest. I would have never imagined that you had the power of the dragon. What? So yeah, Ryu has the power of the dragon, which in the Breath of Fire series is the power of a race of people that are known to be extinct, basically. They can transform into dragons. So that would explain some things about Ryu, I guess. But, you know, this starts to give us a understanding of what this game's all about, as Saint Eva and the religion of these dragon people, they're conflicting ideals, I guess. So we'll get more into that, but that's kind of the overhead view. So the granny and shaman come with us. All you really need to do is go to Captain, and once you get to Captain, there's a man to talk to. Here we are. Come back to the village. They're looking very frustrated. What's going to happen is he's going to teleport us back to hometown, thank God. And they're going to take over the room on the side. Move! Get out the way! And now Bo's all hurt about it because it's like, that was my room! You were in my room! Grow up, kid. Worked really hard to build our room. Oh well. You have no idea what they can do. So yeah, there are a couple shamans to find, and we'll find them throughout the game, but there's the fire one that we have, there's a water one, holy, devil, earth, and I think there's one more. There's a wind shaman? Yeah, there has to be. So you're pretty much the most important ones are the angel and devil, because it seems like a lot of transformations for characters you don't get unless you have those, one or the other. The fire shaman works particularly well with one character, and we'll probably see that next episode, I think, because I don't think I'll have time. So I'm gonna get my party together, and then I'm gonna meet you in front of in Captain, because now we need to find a carpenter. We're going to have 3 different choices of what type of carpenter we want, and they're all in the houses at the top of Captain. Now, you do have a choice. I do recommend getting the one on the right hand side, just because you'll be able to cook things called wise balls, and they'll be very useful. You'll be able to get them fairly cheap. I believe the rich-looking houses builds you a town to where they can tell you like all your statistics. You know, like how many hours you played, how many times you ran from a battle. That's cool and all, but really, that's not practical. Yeah, that's pretty much all. I'm not really gonna get into it, just because, like I said, pretty much I'd recommend taking the regular looking houses. I think that's going to yield you the best rewards for building your city. And also with this, those characters that we've met, back to hometown, those characters that we've met that didn't have a house, that, you know, like the hunter, you can invite them into your town to live there. Now, don't invite just anyone, because some characters are more useful than others. Oh, and I wanted to show you what we got with unlocking the power of the dragon for Ryu. Now he can transform into dragon pups. He had the fire, ice, and thunder. Now, sorry, it really doesn't matter which one you pick, because I believe they're really not elemental in this game. They all use up all your AP for Ryu, and they always do 512 damage, which is awesome. So I wanted to show that off so you can understand the power of the dragon and how useful it is. Yeah. Alright folks, well, next episode we'll be heading back to hometown. We'll be explaining more things. Till then, this is Cell58 saying bye. Thanks for watching.